All right. So which one do you want to try? Do you want to do P, well, whatever that is, PD times PC or PE times PD?
PE times PD looks like it'll be slightly easier because this ray goes through the center of the circle.
Okay, great.
So maybe I will erase
Here you go.
this other radius here. So now we're looking at this distance, PE, times PD. PE times PD.
PE times PD. Yeah. I guess we do have to be careful because we're using D as a distance.
Okay, so
maybe we should call that something other than D.
maybe F here in this case.
Okay, great.
So let's see, we're trying to prove that PA squared, so PA equals PE times PD, so or P times PF now.
Right, yeah, times PF.
Well, maybe I want to get. This is the only place where we see this distance PE here.
Mm-hmm.
So then PF is this long line here, maybe connecting up some of these vertices again. You can create some more right triangles. And possibly create another relationship. Now we wouldn't know what this distance is because it's just some arbitrary point here up to A.
Yeah.
But we do know this is a right angle.
That's right, because that's an angle inscribed in a semicircle. So that is a right angle. But you are right, AE and AF
Yeah, those aren't too helpful for us.
are a little bit arbitrary.
Right now, yeah. Where else could we connect up PA and PE? Well, I mean, this is the only triangle involving PA and PE right here that we have, and it's involving an arbitrary length and not a right angle.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe EF. This big triangle be any help to us? It doesn't look like it because it doesn't have this right angle anymore.
Right.
Well, we could instead try to prove that P times PF equals this.
Yeah,
Maybe.
PE times PF equals that. Yeah, that would be...
Instead of trying to prove it's equal to PA squared.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a great... We can, instead of trying to prove it's equal to PA squared, we could try to prove it's equal to this directly.
Okay, so we have this distance again, D squared. This we have PE overlapping with that here. And then I guess you could sort of fold this radius down here.
Mm-hmm.
So the total length of PE and PF is equal to D and R combined.
Okay.
So this is equal to D. Here, this is equal to R. Now is that creating d squared. D squared is, or it's just d is, d squared, d is pf minus r,
Okay.
and r is, r would just be sort of the reverse of that, pf minus d, or d here. Could this be any use to us? We still don't see any relationship involving PE, so I don't think this is going to be super helpful.
Well, it's not a bad line of attack because you are trying to compute PE times PF. So trying to see if you can write something down that PE equals is worth spending some time on.
PE, well, that's PF minus 2R
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
So PE times, well, now I guess we could get PF in terms of D and R as well. PF equals D plus R.
All right.
So then we could just compute P times PF. I keep making this lowercase.
That's all right. You can erase this now. So PF is D plus R. That's good.
Yep. P is PF minus 2R. Would be nice. I don't think I can get that any other way, but P times PF equals PF times D from here.
Wait, what? How did you get that?
PF times D. We're computing PE times PF.
Okay, so PF is D plus R. What is PE?
PF minus 2R. From PF
Yep,
minus
okay.
2R.
So PE is PF minus 2R. I see that.
And then PF D plus R. So just multiplying them together.
But why are you multiplying PF times D? That I don't understand.
This is just the first term of the multiplication.
Oh, I see.
PF
PF
just
times.
multiplying the terms together. PF times D plus PF times R minus 2RD minus 2R squared.
You've gone off screen a little bit, but
Yeah.
why don't let's go to the next video.